What's up, y'all? If you've been here before, welcome back. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Tierica, and I like to post videos about the law of assumption, manifestation, and mindset shifting, sharing my own personal beliefs and experiences with the intention that you can take something from what I talk about and apply it to your life to create the reality of your dreams. With that being said, let's go ahead and get into today's video. So last week I asked a question about if anybody has a fear of success, if that resonates, and if so, I would make a video on it. So here we are. I just want to kind of unpeel the layers of this because everybody desires to be successful, I feel like, in some type of way. Everybody desires to be happy. Everybody desires to have their way and to get what they want. But some reason, some kind of way, we can sabotage ourselves. We can self-sabotage. We can know what we're supposed to do and we don't do it. And the only thing that I could label that as, the only words that I could put to that, is having a fear of being successful. You know that you desire something, especially within the manifestation community. We know that you can experience anything that you want. And we know all you have to do is think as the person who has it and don't think against it. And that's all you have to do. But for some reason, I guess there's just a fear of success somewhere, a fear of actually having what it is that you want. And I just want to talk about that. And I really am just going to share my ideas in this video. I would love for you all to chime in and share your thoughts and beliefs on it as well. Share your perspective in the comments so that we can talk about it. Let's have a conversation about it so we can get through this little phase of being fearful of what we want. When it comes to manifestation, you, especially, again, law of assumption community, you know that it's so simple. It's the easiest thing ever, but yet we overcomplicate it. And why is that? And I like to look at society. I like to look at teachings and beliefs that we grew up with. And maybe it's a fear of the unknown, right? The unknown, because what if I persist and I don't get it? What if I persist and I do get it? There is that one little thought in there, and that is implying that there's a possibility that you feel like you won't get what you want. You believe that there's a possibility of you failing. So instead of you going completely and all in for your desires because they are meant for you, instead of you doing what you know you're supposed to do, there's a little fear of failure inside that you may not get it. And that little failure feeling that you have inside is accompanied by a little bitty voice that's in the back of your mind that is like, you may not get it. What if you don't succeed? What if it doesn't go your way? Okay? But what if, hear me out, what if you start talking back to that feeling in that little voice that you hear, and you start saying, okay, but what if I do succeed? What if I do get exactly what I want? And now you are questioning this little bitty voice, and that little bitty voice doesn't have an answer because it doesn't know what to say. That little bitty voice isn't more powerful than you. That little bitty voice isn't greater than you. So it doesn't have a response. It doesn't have anything that it can say back to you. So then what happens? It disappears. Then what happens? You step into this powerful version of you because you actually questioned, what if it does go my way? Because let's be honest, how many times do you do that? Are you more prone to say, what if I fail? Or are you more prone to say, what if I succeed? If you're not more prone to say, what if I succeed? Practice that. Practice actually telling yourself, what if I make it happen? What if everything does work out perfectly for me? Okay? And then you start to shift into a different state where you actually want to think, actually, isn't it crazy that everything worked out for me? Wouldn't it be funny if everything worked out for me? Isn't it wonderful that everything worked out for me? They all imply the same thing. They're just coming from a different perspective depending on your personality and what your beliefs and assumptions are. So for me and my belief, the fear of success is just the fear of actually having what you want because you've become so used to not having what you want. You've become so accustomed to seeing the opposite of what you want. You've become so accustomed to things not going your way. And when you actually do get your way, Are you overwhelmed by it? Do you feel like you may not be able to manage it? Do you feel like you may not be able to maintain it? There are times where you manifest things and you consciously manifest things for the first time and you feel the sense of overwhelmness. You get overwhelmed because I just thought this thing and then it appeared in front of me. What the hell is that about? That is you being the operant power. That is you being the creator of your reality. And that is how every single thing is supposed to play out. That is how everything is supposed to show up in your world. Everything is supposed to go that way. Not the little bitty things, not the things that you perceive as little bitty, not the things that you perceive as small. No, even the things that you think are big and hard and impossible are supposed to be that easy. But society has made us believe that things are so difficult and we have to go through the trenches and we have to crawl through the mud to get happiness, to reach happiness, to have what we want, to be successful. Success just shouldn't come that easy, should it? No, yes, it does. Success should be as easy as you desire it to be. If you have enjoyment and fulfillment from working hard to get what you want, and you are totally fine with that, then that is fine. But if that doesn't resonate with you and you desire to have such an easy life, but to be so successful, those go hand in hand as well. There's nothing wrong with that perspective. I really feel like we have been taught so many hard limitations and we just accepted them because we didn't know any better. But just look at the paradigm shift that we're experiencing right now. There's so many people speaking out on how you create your reality, how your thoughts create your experiences. All you have to do is think. Then we had Sammy coining the robotic affirming. So now all you have to do is just continue to think and think and think as the version of you who has it. Whether you were just drilling them in or you were conversating with yourself, the idea is you keep telling yourself the same story of having what you want. Because you're doing what you've done your entire life. You're just doing it in your benefit. Your whole life you've probably told yourself story after story after story of things that don't benefit you, things that don't work out for you, things that you don't want to experience. And that has become your normal. That has become your norm. And it's not supposed to be your norm because it's not what you want and it's not in true alignment with your highest self. That's why you feel depleted. That's why you feel stressed out. That's why you're upset. Because you're not in true alignment. And that is just my perspective and my belief, but I do believe that. When you get into alignment, when your thoughts are aligned and you feel fulfilled internally, your reality has to reflect that. It has to. There's no other way. So how do you get yourself out of that fear of success, out of the fear of having exactly what you want? You have to meet yourself somewhere. You have to meet yourself somewhere. You have to have a breakup. You have to go through a divorce, okay? And you are divorcing and breaking up with all of these limitations, the fear, the lack of confidence that you can't have what you want. If you just tell yourself, I can have whatever I want. I am deserving of whatever I want. I am worthy of whatever I want, okay? Then you start to assume that version of you. I'm not afraid to be successful. I am excited for my success. I don't fear anything. I don't fear my own power. Sometimes you may even fear your own power because you are an extremely powerful being. Look at your reality and look at how things manifest instantly, whether it's what you want or what you don't want. I was talking to one of my friends and she was explaining to me how she keeps seeing the same car. And I explained to her, my point of view of what she's going through. And I said, what's funny is I've never paid attention to that car. I've never seen that car. And if I have, I haven't been aware of it. But I can guarantee you now when I leave my house, I'm going to see that specific car. And the very next day, which we discussed this at nighttime, late at night. The very next morning, I left my house and I parked. And I parked in a place, right? I got a good parking spot, thought nothing of it. Parked, and when I looked in front of me, directly in front of me, was a vehicle by the color and the model that we had been talking about. So I took a picture of it and sent it to her. And I said, Is this the car? And it absolutely was. It absolutely was the car that we were talking about. Now, for me, that's nothing. That's, of course, I'm not blown away. I'm not surprised by it because I stated, you've brought this car into my awareness. Now I'm aware of this car. Now I'm going to see this car, and I don't even know what this car looks like. I just know the color and the make. I don't know the body style. I don't know anything. And then I just so happened to park right in front of it. That's how powerful you are. That is down to the finest detail of how you create your reality. To somebody who has not experienced conscious manifestations over and over again, they may look at that and be like, oh my God, like, how is that possible, and be blown away or even overwhelmed. It's your own power. Don't be afraid of who you really are. That is your true nature. That's who you've always been. That's who you've always been. It's meant for you to be successful. It is meant for you to be successful because you manifest successfully every single time. Success is literally your birthright too. Because whatever you are choosing here in your imagination, it successfully manifests out here. It's just, is it what you want or what you don't want? Because if you're going to keep persisting in what you don't want here, you're successfully manifesting it out here. But if you can take in your power, take it back, realize, I am this magnificent creator. I am so powerful. I am a powerful manifester. I am successful all the time. I see how successful I am because I've manifested so many things that I don't want just from thinking of them. So let me think in my favor and watch how successful those manifestations roll out for you. You're meant to be successful. You are successful. You are literally your success story. There's no reason for you to fear anything. There's no reason for you to fear your true nature, your true power, your true state of being. Just accept it and embrace it, no matter where you're at. Because I do feel like we are at different levels of consciousness or different levels of comprehension. So no matter what level you are at, understand you are the creator of your reality. You are powerful. Tell yourself, I am the creator of my reality. I am a powerful manifester. Whatever I decide, I experience. All I have to do is just decide. Tell yourself those things, no matter where you're at right now. Okay? Tell yourself those things and continue to tell yourself those things, and watch how your thoughts change. Watch how your reality changes. Watch how your experiences changes to match that. And then you no longer have a fear of having what you want. You actually, if you've been in your own way, you actually are going to get tired and sick of your shit. And you're going to be like, you know what? I'm putting my foot down on myself because I'm tired of being in my own way. And I'm going to do what I know I'm supposed to do. I'm going to do what I've been doing this entire time, but I'm going to do it in my favor, consciously, instead of doing it opposing my favor unconsciously. That's the only difference here. That's the only difference. So there's nothing to fear because it's you. That's who you are. That's who you've always been. All right. So let me know if y'all have any questions or comments about this. Let's talk about it in the comment section. Like, I really intend I get some good comments on this because I want to have a conversation about it. Let's talk about it. Okay. If you would like guidance or assistance with your manifestations, I do offer phone and email coaching, and the phone calls are on discount right now. You don't have to use a code. Just click the link in my bio and click the ones that are discounted and check out. If you would like to join my YouTube membership, we have 2 tiers. I have the Creator Circle and group coaching. Group coaching has everything Creator Circle has, but I also give you one-on-one coaching, weekly live streams, and videos made to your specific request. And I'm not gonna lie, group coaching is my favorite, but for both tiers, we do a 30-day challenge every month. We are doing self-concept challenge, and I have a members only Facebook group, and I decided to hold myself accountable and hold everybody else accountable in the challenge by me posting every single day once I have done my part of the challenge, so everybody else can be accountable as well. And I think that's going really, really good. So if you're interested, come join us. The link is below. If you don't have YouTube membership in your country, I do offer everything on Patreon as well. If you watch this video until the end, I appreciate you so much, and I will see y'all in the next video.